course, we've already been to Portimão and Jarama. We will now go into the summer break. This is the midpoint, effectively, of the year. Let's take a look then at highlights from race 2 of the weekend here in Iberian Supercars. Your early race leader was Pedro Salvador for Speedy Motorsport, leading off Hendrik Still, who got a good start in the Veloso Cayman in second place, followed, of course, by the two TGR Caymans. Top two really kind of breaking away from the TGR Supras in the early stages of the race. And then there would be a safety car for this rather major incident between the Peugeot and Vitor Costa in his 997 Cup Porsche. Thankfully, both parties walked away, Michel Fernandez and Costa both commiserating, and significant damage to their cars, significant delay to the racing action as well. That delayed the pit window. Once we did go back to racing, it was once again the Porsche of Hendrik Still, the absolute Cayman specialist, pursuing Salvador. They would both serve their pit stops, of course, and there would be pit stop handicaps to consider. And unfortunately, for the Supra teams, just about all of them won or were up at the front yesterday. Therefore, they all had penalties. Therefore, Carlos Vieira was the driver that ultimately inherited the lead. They had just the base 2-minute pit stop with no handicap time to consider. And so it would be the all-white 888 Cayman that inherited the lead. Pit stop window also saw Bruno Perez hand over to Ricardo Costa, who had a bit of a scary sideways moment there in front of Orlando Bettina. In fact, that was the in-lap for Bruno Perez, just getting the last out of the tyres, I guess. But certainly drivers really pushing the limit around this infamously challenging and bravery rewarding circuit. The Hyundai Elantra N TCR making up places in the hands of Teixeira, and then another safety car, unfortunately, would conclude the racing for the day. Vasco Oliveira making an error there on those curbs. So easy to do. Race ending under checkered flag. That won't be too much of an issue, though, for Carlos Vieira and Hendrik Still. They will be delighted to have taken the race victory. We've already spoken to a lot of our winners, so we are going to wrap up for today here at Vila Real. We thank you for watching along with us here in Iberian Supercars. Make sure you join us next time. We'll Valencia from the 25th to the 27th of September as we now head into the final stages of the 2026 season. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a fun run to the final checkered flags.